Should I leave it on that? No, not that.
Dedication, page 44, the wife writes, the consecration to God of a tithe of all increase, whether of the orchard and harvest field, the flocks and herds, or the labor of grain or hand, tended to keep fresh before the people the truth of God's ownership of all, and of the opportunity to be channels of His blessings. It was a training adopted to kill out all narrowing selfishness and to cultivate breadth and nobility of character. This was taken from Education, page 44.
Should get the 3 pence of that?
The Desire of Ages, page 615, she says, she did what she could, and her act was to be a monument to her memory to all time, and her joy in eternity. Her heart went with her gift. Its value was estimated not by the words of the coin, but by the love to God and the interest in His word that had prompted the deed. Praise the Lord. If you all stand, please.
Yes.
Father, we bring forth at this time your gifts and your offerings before you. Father, we thank you because you are the giver of all things. We thank you, dear Lord, for the opportunity that you have granted unto us, that we could have worked and earned, dear Heavenly Father, and we could have planted, dear Heavenly Father, and it could have grown. Father, we pray, God, that you will bless this offering, the love gifts, tithes, the offerings. We pray, dear Heavenly Father, that you bless it, that it will go to the prudence of your gospel, so that people will draw closer to you. Father, we thank you in no other name but in the name of Jesus. Amen. Before we come to us, Brother Che, as he kicks off the Youth Week of Prayer, which we would like everyone to give him attention, undivided attention. Another youth will come and bless us in song, Sister Siobhan Blackman.
People met on our front and watches.
How can I be forgiven and holy? And I know I break your heart, but you promised I could start all over, and all the things I've done, you've given each and every one into the sea of forgetfulness. You placed all of my sin, but I'm the one who keeps reminding you over and over again into the sea of forgetfulness. As far as the east from the west, 17 times 7, you've forgiven me, and you keep cleansing me and placing my sin into the sea of forgetfulness. Welcome me with open arms of mercy. In spite of all I've done, you still keep loving me. And I only need to ask, and you erase all of my past forever. My debts have all been paid, and they have all been washed away into the sea of forgetfulness. You placed all of my sin, but I'm the one who keeps reminding you over and over again into the sea of forgetfulness. As far as the east from the west, 17 times 7, you've forgiven me, and you keep cleansing me and placing my sin into the sea of forgetfulness. It's your unfailing love that covers me, and all my multitude of sins. It's your steadfast love that keeps reminding me I'm forgiven. Into the sea of forgetfulness, you place full of my sins, but I'm the one who keeps reminding you over and over again into the sea of forgetfulness. As far as the east from the west, 17 times 7, you've forgiven me, and you keep cleansing me and placing my sin into the sea of forgetfulness. You're placing my sin into the sea of forgetfulness.
Like I'll go to church, might be the only viewer.
Good morning, brethren. It's the beginning of Youth Week of Prayer. Also, today is our communion service. It's going to be in the house of the Lord on Sabbath day. It's good to see all of you here. Amen. Let us pray. The Lord help us to be one that will change our life. Amen. Godly leaders get scared sometimes. The story is told of a village chief who was looking for a husband for his daughter. The chief invited all the single men of the village, who was very strong and brave. He filled a pool with water and placed dangerous animals into the pool like electric eels, sharks, crocodiles. You have the idea. And said, if there is anyone who can make it across this pool alive, I will give my daughter's hand in marriage, and he will be the next chief. There was a thick crowd surrounded the pool and was listening intently. The young, before he could finish his speech, the young man was in the water, swimming violently and frantically. When he reached the other side, the king gave him a big hug and told him, congratulations, my son. And he said, have you not any other words for your fellow warriors? And as the young man said yes, gasping his breath, he said, I want to know who pushed me into the pool.
Ay, ay, ay.
Have you ever been taken by God? Have you ever been taken by God asking you to do something? Like Peter Sherman, share your faith, go on a mission trip, speak up for someone. Maybe you feel like the young brave man in our story, who was surrounded by challenges and fears. Maybe you even wonder if God prayed a prank on you and pushed you in. One of the greatest leaders of all times was a man named Joshua. Joshua encouraged the children of Israel into the hostile territory of Canaan and defeated 7 nations. Let us read Acts chapter 13, verse 19.
So, uniform. No, I don't study my phone. Obviously, you say Acts chapter 13, verse 19. So, watching down on the phone and you hear that.
And when he had destroyed 7 nations in the land of Canaan, he divided their land to them by lots. Amen. Joshua, he was a very encouraging fellow, as I would see it. He was commanded by God and his fellow Israelites to be very strong and courageous. From my experience, when God calls a man or woman, boy or girl, to do something for him, it is always achieved as a new level of strength and courage. God does this so we might rely on him more. As long as we rely on him, we have nothing and no one to fear. Godly leaders need God. Someone once said that courage is fear that says its praise. One of the great privileges of being a leader is intimacy with Jesus. Being called to lead is really a call to walk closely with God. It's a call to be dependent on God and realize that we need him. Joshua's success throughout the Bible was a result of him depending on God and his failures because he depended on man and himself. The story is told of a moped and a Harley. The guy pulled up with a Harley Davidson next to an old man at the traffic light and jokingly asked him if he wanted to race. The man said sure. When the light turned green, the biker roared off, smiling to himself as he thought about the old man coughing up his exhaust. Within seconds, he noticed the old man was catching up and slammed into his Harley Davidson, and they both were wrecked. The biker was upset and his Harley was damaged, but even more shaken by the reality that the old man caught up with him. So he asked the old man, how did he do that? The old man easily replied, please unhook your handle from my suspension. We too can do amazing things as leaders, and even put fear in Satan's heart as we rely on God. Joshua was indeed a man of God, but made some big mistakes. Like the rest of us, he had a tendency to rely on human strength and wisdom rather than maintaining a humble dependence on God for guidance. And success can be its own failures at times. If we allow it to rob us of our daily dependence on God. Thankfully, Joshua grew to understand that his success as a leader was entirely dependent on God. Godly leaders are armed. Thankfully, God not sent his leaders without a promise. Joshua was armed with a powerful promise from God. No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. Let us read Joshua chapter 1 verse 5. There shall be not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so will I be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. As leaders in our homes, churches, clubs, communities, we should claim these promises of God. We should also confidently expect God to fulfill them in His time. We should be aware that Satan will try to tell us we are not good and we are disqualified for what God has called us to do. He will tell us we are unworthy or we don't fulfill the condition of these promises. This verse helped me to deflect these arrows of unbelief. 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 20. For all the promises of God in Him are ye, and in Him, amen, unto the glory of God by us. Godly leaders are followers of God. Like Joshua, godly leaders follow the law of obedience. The command God gave similar to the command He gave His church in the last days. You and I are given the command to conquer this world with the sword of the gospel. We are to preach the gospel to every nation, kindred, and kind. Able to open doors for the gospel in places considered unreachable. There was a Rahab in Jericho. Who would have thought that the city of Nineveh would repent after the preaching of Jonah? According to Jesus, a true disciple and leader is the one who follows Jesus in complete obedience and what he is taught. Ellen White puts it like this: obedience, the service and allegiance of love is a true sign of discipleship. Steps to Christ, page 62. The most powerful thing a godly leader can do is obey God. In a time like ours, a leader who obeys God really stands out and becomes a target for unkind and even harsh treatment. God says to Joshua, only be strong and courageous. Let us read Joshua chapter 1 verse 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest. In other words, it takes courage to live an obedient life and to obey God. Remember, it wasn't until the feet of the obedient priest touched the Jordan River that the waters were parted. When we forward in God's obedience and call to supernatural things, mountains become molehills and monsters become mice. Godly leaders are often young men. Although Joshua was in his 80s, many of his leaders were young. They were those who were allowed to conquer the land of Canaan. Let us read Psalms 127 verse 4. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are the children of the youth. In other words, like arrows, they are not designed to rot in the archer's quiver. They are designed to fly and be focused on the enemies on the front lines. A successful leader is not determined by how many arrows you have sitting in your programs, events, and services. But how many have you sent right into the harvest field to reap havoc of darkness and build the kingdom of God? Godly leaders will succeed. Pastor Mark Finley tells an amazing story of a woman who was traveling through a country known to be resistant to religion. She was carrying a box of 50 great controversies by a traffic jam. It was so bad that the people were getting out of their cars and continuing conversation with complete strangers. She began to quote the accident. When she told him about it, he was interested and he wanted a copy of the book. The woman gave him a copy of the book. Then the whole crowd gathered around them and she teach about the last days and the second coming of Jesus. Godly leaders uplift. Young people, God is calling you and I to be a leader like Joshua. You might be thinking to yourself, no way, I am not a leader. But did you know that's exactly how most of the great leaders in the Bible reacted? For example, Moses, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Solomon, and of course Joshua. Think about it. To various degrees of all of us are leaders, that's right. Like it or not, you have followers. I'm not just talking about followers on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Day in and day out, we are being observed by our siblings, children, colleagues, employees, employers, educators, believers, non-believers, and people we don't even know. Let us all stand if you want to be good and obedient leaders for God. Amen.
But I guess I'm not because
Let us all make a prayer. Prepare Lord, Savior, and King of our life, as we have just studied the life of great men and women like Joshua, and as we daily seek our wisdom and strength, may we also become known as God leaders for you in Jesus' name. Amen. And now blessings.
Remain understanding. Listening hymn number 572. We sing the first and the last verse after we separate men and women for the communion service, for the first washing service. Everyone.
Give up your best to the Master. Give up the strength of your youth. Try not to press your into the path of truth. Jesus has set the example of the evil and grace. Give him your loyalty, devotion. Give him the best that you have. Give up your best to the Master. Give up the strength of your youth. God is sufficient to love. Try in the path of truth. Give up your best to the Master. Lord, let him learn your heart. He gave himself for your life. Give up his glory above. Give up his
Whatever you take communion to. Just feels like right here. I'll just use the it.